Our next caller is Kelsey from Washington.
Hi, Kelsey.
Good morning.
Hi.
How you doing?
Thanks for having me on.
You got it.
It's a little still surreal. I love you guys. So you've helped me a lot. I'll ask my question, then I'll give probably too much background. Sorry. But my husband says I'm long-winded. So the help and advice, or the question I'd like to ask, is how long you would recommend that it takes to reach muscle growth goals. So I know that body comp and muscle growth takes time. How long is a realistic time frame to compare to when you might be close to your genetic limit or what your body is able to reach? And any other tips or advice after I give my background. So I'm 37 years old. I work full time. I've got 2 kids, 5 and 7, and I've lost about 70 pounds naturally over the last 4 years. So the first 2 years, I was doing Weight Watchers and I was eating 1,200 calories and cycling 6 to 7 times a week. So through listening to your show, I realized that I was accidentally a cardio bunny, which was helpful. I started listening to you guys about halfway through an online coach that I had hired for strength training, which was a great starter program. But after listening to you, I realized that what I was really doing was a HIIT program with dumbbells and not through strength training and not progressive overload. So I kind of hit my cap and started trying to figure out what to do. I looked at purchasing anabolic or muscle mommy, but I really wanted the one-on-one coaching. That's something I'd had kind of from Weight Watchers from day one and just needing that accountability. So I found a new online coach through Instagram that focuses on progressive overload, strength training, more of like a bodybuilding style, and hired her last September. So for 11 months, I've been lifting 4 times a week, 60 to 75-minute sessions, 2 uppers, 2 lowers. Most weeks I do a 5th full body workout on Saturdays because I just like to move. And then I do 3 20-minute cardio sessions a week. I grew my calories with her up to 2,000 a day through December last year. And then I went into a calorie deficit from January to April down to about 1,550 calories. And in the middle of the cut in February, I did a DEXA scan. I was around 22% body fat, which I lost about 7 to 8 pounds after that scan. And I've heard Sal mention kind of the 20%. You don't like to dip too far below, screwing with hormones and other things. So I felt like it's kind of in a good range. Ended the cut in April. And in the last 4 months, I've been working my calories back up to a maintenance of 1925 right now. And I'm extremely consistent, disciplined. I've never missed a check-in. I think I've missed 2 workouts in the last year since I started. I eat 145 grams of protein every day, 80 to 90% whole foods, Relight electrolytes, vitamin D, creatine, because I love how much you guys talk about that. I sleep great. I hit my water goals. I average about 12,000 steps a day, except for Sundays with church and rest. And through listening to you and people I follow, I feel 90% confident I'm doing the right things, and I just need to be more patient. But I am really happy with like the progress I've made. It's been life-changing, but I am competitive. I want to push my limits. So I'm just curious to hear from you all. I've listened to countless thousands of episodes over the last year and a half, and you've given me a lot of really good tips and tricks and changes along my journey, but just curious what advice you would have or how patient I should be to reach the goals.
I'll tell you what limit you're reaching right now. So first of all, you've done an incredible job, and where you're at right now, everything you've done, and what you came from and where you're going. But at one point, you're only going to build so much muscle on 2,000 calories. You got to keep going. Like if you want more, it's up in calories. You have, I mean, I'm looking at your pictures right now. You look incredible. And for someone who's taking 12,000 steps a day, training 5 to 6 days a week, you're probably at the limit of how much muscle you're going to build on that body with that low of calories. For sure. So if you want to keep sculpting, keep building, it's going to be north of 2,000 calories. And my recommendation would be actually a less training volume, like more of an MAPS anabolic program, and bump the calories. And I think you're going to see that.
You're going to blow your mind.
Yeah, you'll go up.
How tall are you and what's your body weight?
5'8", and I weigh 141, 142.
5'8", 141, working out as much as you do, 2,000 calories is low.
Yeah, 12,000 steps a day.
Still low.
It's totally
low.
And I know it's scary. It's scary to try to go up more, but if you want to see some progress, bump your calories.
Yep.
You want to see more progress, bump your calories and do less workouts.
Yep.
Those are your two
Okay.
options.
Yeah.
You could just bump your calories and you'll see some progress. If you just went up from 2,000 to 2,400 calories, you see some good strength gains doing nothing else. If you really want to see the gains, I would go 3 days a week, full body strength training, MAPS anabolic style, go up to 2,400 calories, and you'll get some great muscle.
Yes.
You'll get some great
And-
muscle.
How long do you guys recommend for that like ramp up to 2,400? Because I think mentally, I know that it works and like hear you talk about it, but it like physically, it's still kind of hard too. I mean, back in September last year when I started eating 1,800 calories, I'm like, this is so much food. I feel disgusting, and it was hard for me.
Of
but
course.
Adam shared a little bit about your journey of when you were doing like bars and protein shakes versus going to whole protein, and I made that switch in like February this year, and that made a big difference.
Oh, good.
So I've gotten off of a lot of like processed protein I didn't even realize I was doing, and that's helped. So I think I'm willing to like bump it. I've been thinking I need to like bump it further, but like, do you recommend like 100 or 200 calories like in a month, or like what kind
I'll give you the ideal, but then it's going to be based on your comfort level. Ideally, you'd go up 400 calories right now. There is no ramp up. 400 is your ramp up. Yeah. Just because of where you're at, how lean you are, your fitness level, how much you're strength training. You go up 400 calories, your muscles are going to soak it up. But if you're scared, you can go up 100 calories every other week and you can really stretch it out. Depends on how fast you want to see the progress and how fearful it's going to be for you. So that's going to be on you. Now, if I was your coach and I was working with you every week, and I could be there for you when you get scared, I would encourage you to go 400, but I'm not going to be there for you. And if you know yourself, you're like, man, if I go up 400 calories, I am going to freak out. Then you can go up 100 calories and then wait a week and then go up another 100, wait a week and get yourself up there.
I want you to know on the other side of this is way less training, way even happier with your physique. Like when you get to this place where I think 26 to 2,800 calories is where I'd want to get you eventually. You'll have to do half the work.
You'll get so strong.
And you'll be stronger. You'll have even more of the, and by the way, for the listeners that get an opportunity to see you, like you're in a great place right now. Like if you just said, Adam, I want to be healthy. I'm like, well, do you like what you're doing? Do you like like you could just keep doing what you're doing and you're going to maintain a very healthy, great physique. But if you come to me and you're like, I want more, I'm competitive, I want to keep pushing this, like, oh, there's more. There's a lot more. But it's you can't get it there in 2,000 calories. Like you just have to, you're going to have to get up. All my female competitors, I don't think I had any female competitors that we weren't pushing over 2,800 to 3,000 calories. Competitors that get on stage, ripped and lean, I have to get them up to 2,800, 3,000 calories. And then in a cut, they're down to 2,400.
That's pre-contest.
That's cutting to get down on stage is where your bulk is right now. Yeah. So that's how much, in order for you to get even more muscular, even more built, you're going to have to bump calories.
I wouldn't be surprised if your body fat percentage went down with a 400 calorie bump because of the muscle gain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So say I start eating 2,400 calories tomorrow.
Yep.
What would you say to like have an endpoint of judging like success? Would you say like give it a year? Give it 6 months?
No. Give it a couple months.
Yeah.
Give it 2 months.
Yeah. Give it 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah. 2 months of a 400 calorie. Follow the program apps. If you stick to the program, I think by the second phase, you're going to be very happy.
Yeah. Do you have MAPS anabolic?
Okay. I don't. I never pulled the trigger on it because I was too scared about doing something like without a coach hand holding me.
No. We'll send it to you. So if you want to follow it, do the 3-day a week version, and you're going to get strong. Yeah. Like you're gonna hit PRs.
Here's the other thing that's because I could tell you like to move because you already made the comment of like you do your training and then you come back and do another full. I don't want you to do that. And if you got to move, go for a walk, listen to more podcasts or an audiobook. I'm okay with moving, walking, stretching, yoga, mobility, all good, but you don't need any more than 3 days of MAPS anabolic to build the physique that you want to build. It's there in that. Okay. And more work is actually only making your thing harder because you already have a hard time eating enough calories. So if you already have a hard time eating enough calories and then you're doing all this extra moving, you're making my job that much harder to build that physique that you're trying to build. So trust the process, stay at 3 days a week, eat the 400 calories. Yep. I'm telling you, give it 30 to 60 days and you should already see a difference.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Sweet. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate you guys.
I'd love to hear back too from you because I think
let's have you back on.
I think you'd be really excited.
We'll have you back on in a few months and just see what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Thank you,
Kelsey. Yeah, she needs to set her calories in her workouts. I'm like, just bumping.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even if she didn't switch to MAPS anabolic, which is ideal, just bumping 400 calories, she's going to go to the gym in a day or two and be like, whoa, I'm so much stronger.
Yeah, and that's the only extra advice is just try and get hella strong. Focus on that. I didn't investigate enough, although she's got a coach now, so hopefully she's not, and she's listening to the show. But the other thing that I would be worried about if she gravitates to that HIIT style and keep it moving, like she's also the client I have to say, sit still, rest 3 minutes. You got to sit. You can't do anything. And so if she knows that about herself and she hears this, while you go through anabolic,
traditional
long rest periods,
with that,
long rest periods. I mean, don't you dare touch that weight before 2.5 minutes. Like you got to give yourself that rest in between to really reap those benefits.